Good evening, and on this Wednesday, May the 13th, welcome to Pershing Square Free Speech Initiative. This group is part of Crowning Achievement in the Academy of Life Interfaith Outreach Initiative and is assigned to introduce you to the first principle of life for effective living. And this principle directs your attention to our source of life, who is also our senior partner in creating and in creation. We also have other expressions we use: our Father in heaven, our benevolent boss, our friend, our counselor. There are many other expressions. But we sum it up in two primary words that are basically the same thing. Our Creator is life, and our Creator is love. And you put life and love together, you can begin to visualize spiritually the essence of a life-generating force that does it out of love. It's unfortunate most are not familiar with the human designation as heaven's crowning achievement. They're even less familiar with our assignment to represent our Creator and to rule over the land, air, and sea creations. While we learn this, we learn to effectively rule over our own animalistic behavior and bring our conduct into conformity with the will of heaven. We're not authorized to rule over those with whom we share this precious gift of life. Let me back up a minute. The will of heaven. How do we know what that is? Do we go to some mediator and ask him? Go to someone and say, what does the Creator want me to do? No, we have the words of our Creator in writing for us to look at. His utterances, his statements, his expressions that originated in the realm of spirituality or eternity and were translated into physical as the utterances of our Creator that we embrace as personal commandments. So we go directly to the source, directly to the mouth of our Creator and what He said regarding those words of life. It was His words that said, dress it, keep it, maintain it, gain control over yourself, respect for your neighbor, don't rule over those with whom you'll share the gift of life. They'll have enough problem trying to rule over themselves as you will. In the performance of our earthly duties, we're assigned to develop a more effective manner in which to represent, listen to this, represent our life giver and strive to learn the ways and thoughts of our senior partner in creations and in creating. I use other words for our master of life sharing because there's so many gods out there anymore. For every divisive and competing political religious movement, there's a god with the different characteristics, and these characteristics were created by the men and the founders of these various competing and divisive groups. Man has successfully, in other words, created gods in his own image and likeness of man, where we have to read the words of life expressed from the mouth of our Creator to understand about His ways and His thoughts and His image and His likeness. The utterances, statements, and expressions from the mouth of our eternal and spiritual source of life provide everything we need to be successful in representing our benevolent boss, our friend, and our Father in heaven. Our greatest challenge is in ruling over ourselves. We must admit that. I think we all will. We're to become mature or perfect as possible at our physical level, as our Creator has encouraged by the effective use of His divine instructions. We use His ways and His thoughts as expressed in the words of life. We embrace them, we act upon them, and we are able to begin understanding our Creator when we start doing as encouraged from the mouth of the one who breathed into the nostrils of our first parents that eternal breath of life. It's difficult for most to understand that we are representatives of the giver of life. We've been told that we are sparks of divinity. We spring forth from eternity. There are numerous other expressions we try to convey to others so they understand your great value and tremendous worth. And this is not just some kissing up to you so we can take advantage of your thoughts, maybe steal your brains and steal your resources. That is an evil that's being perpetrated upon our brothers and sisters in life by those claiming to be representing the giver of life, and they rob people of their physical resources. Let me remind you, the creator of life is eternal and spiritual. Don't you picture him as a physical image. That is inappropriate. Our physical creator is not our physical creation by an eternal and spiritual creator who does not have the physicality attached to him. He does not need to eat, drink, sleep, acquire housing. We are assigned to make an abode for our Creator here on earth by the manner in which we perform our duties as assigned from the boardroom of creation. We represent life. We use love in perpetuating life. We learn to create, generate, promote, produce, sustain, share. What else? How else can I use this? Infuse and refresh life at our assigned representative role here at this Academy of Life. We are to set the proper example in the way we approach life, the way we demonstrate an appreciation to our Creator for this precious gift of life, the manner in which we embrace others as equals, and certainly our approach to creating that healthier self-image that we need to do. If we don't feel good about ourselves, there's no way we can embrace others nor combine everything together with heart, soul, and might to give love and honor and respect to our Creator. I'm often reminded of that future era, the one that warms me all over when I think about it or when I go back to the prophets and read about it. That future era in which the knowledge, understanding, and wisdom of and from our Creator and Father in heaven will cover this earth as the waters now fill the ocean and the seabeds. Amazing and incredible events are prophesied to occur at that designated time, such as, imagine this, nations beating their swords into plowshares and spears into pruning hooks, with no one wanting to go to war with anyone ever again. We can use modern expressions, turning your tanks into combines, or turning your handguns into tools for gardening, if you want to use it that way. It is also taught and presented that our Father in heaven will be with his crowning achievement, and he will teach each his ways and his thoughts. The anointed of the Almighty is to lead the way in directing our attention to bringing into being a new and fresh approach to this precious gift of life, to appreciating life, to sharing this precious gift with others, and for using this wonderful gift of life to create a healthier self-image. Control freaks, fear mongers, ego-driven and self-appointed scholar gentry will see the error of their ways and their thoughts, and it's reported that they will make the necessary changes for making our world a better place in which to live. They will do teshuva, or they will repent. This is what we're reading about. Inheriting the earth will become a reality, but a spiritual and eternal one, not yet fully understood. A focus only on the physical is not going to get you anywhere. The physical has been given to us. The physical expressions have been given to us. The physical environment has been given to us for the purpose of developing the spiritual. Everything that is available at the physical level has been generated by that which came from the eternal and spiritual. Those oriented to using the physical and producing eternal and spiritual results will begin to appreciate this incredible plan created in the mind of our senior partner in life. We will begin to fully grasp the instructions to become mature spiritually, as our Creator is mature. Death will no longer be the focus, because life and creating life will dominate the heart, soul, and might. Might is referring to our resources. In His image and in His likeness means that we, in this physical environment of the Academy of Life, we're capable of emulating the eternal and spiritual essence of our Creator and senior partner in life. At this Academy of Life, listen up, at this Academy of Life, living souls occupying an earth husk can create, generate, promote, produce, sustain, share, infuse, and refresh physical life. Sounds familiar? Our Father in heaven has been doing this forever. Creating, generating, promoting, producing. And He does this perpetrating of life with the energy of love. We too are encouraged to take on that approach. Our Creator is life, our Creator is love, and we can emulate that life focus, and we can learn how to use love. And the essence of love is what? What is the essence of this energy called love? There's the energy of compassion, forgiveness, mercy, and kindness. That is what love is all about, and that's spiritual. The words of life expressed from the mouth of our Creator direct our attention to doing that which will aid you and me in bridging the gap between the temporary and the permanent, or between this physical environment into this spiritual. The utterances, expressions, and statements from our Creator belong to us, and we're to embrace them as personal commandments. Although, as I've reminded you many times, the word commandment is a mistranslation. It should have been translated from the Hebrew word mitzvah or mitzvot, for your duty or duties. Heaven's crowning achievement has been granted free moral agency. That's why we have this group, Persian Square Free Speech Initiative. I can explain the development of Persian Square concept sometime. It goes a long way back, and yes, to the state of California. We have been granted this free moral agency, so each has been presented to make his or her own personal decisions and personal choices. And we're to learn by what we choose or what we decide, be it good or bad. When a bad decision or bad choice is made, we simply go back to the drawing board and work up another approach or another path and make another decision and choose another way of doing stuff. That's what we mean by learning by what we suffer, or learning by what we find really works. That's what this life is all about, family. We're future leaders in training, benevolent leaders, junior partners in creating and in creations, and we're here to make a difference now, beginning with ourselves. We have a team effort. A team effort requires unity. What is that team effort again? To make our world a better place in which to live. We cannot remain divisive and competitive and fulfill the assignment given to us from the mouth of our Creator. I appeal to you to begin restudying the words of life as expressed by our Creator. We're not forming another divisive and competitive organization. You can do these amazing life-generating things from where you are right now, and religion has nothing to do with it. Political, religious initiatives separate us, make us competitive, when we have a direct line to our Creator who says, choose life. Take my words of life, spiritual words, eternal words, and put them into physical action. Learn to be compassionate, forgiving, merciful, and kind, and get together and learn to control yourselves. Get that animalistic behavior under control. Encourage others to do the same, but avoid trying to dictate anything to anybody else. Perfect yourself. That's the biggest challenge you're going to have. It seems pretty easy today where people get out dictating stuff to everybody else. Meanwhile, they're living lives of debauchery. It's incredible. All right, I've overextended my time again, which I enjoy doing anyway. Thank you for stopping by. I'm here for you. I'm here to point you in the direction of life, not to join some group that'll claim it's better than anybody else. That's not going to happen. Those of you who know me personally, you know I have a little work to do on myself, and I'm willing to do it. And you work on yourself, I'll work on myself. Maybe we can help each other to do a little better in ruling over this creation that our Father in heaven has put us in charge of. That's a lot of trust, and we represent our Creator when we do the best we can and truly love our neighbor as we love ourselves.